Hey guys, Miss Clutch Gaming back here with another Destiny video, and in today's video, if you can read the title, that is, we're going to be talking about the April update microtransactions and why they are not that bad of a thing. And they're really not scary, but the microtransactions this time will have some new emotes which are pretty cool. I'm fine with the cosmetic things, and they will be having the whatever the name of it is, the Sterling treasure boxes. Now, for those of you that don't know, you will get one free Sterling treasure box a week, or not one, three. One for completing the Elders challenge, I believe, one for just signing in, and another for doing a Crucible activity of some sort. I think it's the weekly Crucible. But you get 3 a week. There's a lot of different armor sets you can collect. I know there's one just really cool looking set for each character. There's a set of Taken armor for each character. There's the Taken ship, the Taken sparrow, some new shaders, I believe. Just a lot of new cool stuff coming out with these new microtransactions. And I'm fine with them, really, because I like that they keep it cosmetic. But the armor, some people see it as a problem. And just to clarify, the armor only drops at a light level of 3. So you will have to infuse it up. But it can be viable gear. Can get a stat roll on it, I believe. So if you're one of those people like me, doesn't need to spend money, a bunch of money, I can spend my money on the microtransactions. So it's good for me, because I can get all the gear earlier than everybody else, or you can grind for it. But if you can't, you can just grind for it. The Prison of Elders challenge gives you a 335 piece of gear, I believe. You're going to do that 3 times a week, so yeah. And some other changes they're adding to is what's the name of it? Oh, Prison of Elders will now have 16 different boss rotations, I think. I think it's 16. So it'll be a bit more variation. What I would like to see is variation in the variation in the modifiers, because some of you year 1 people remember House of Wolves, Prison of Elders, the modifiers never changed unless you were on the level 28 version, and nobody wants to do that. You don't get worthwhile gear unless you have treasure keys. But yeah, there's also some more cool stuff that's happening. You'll no longer need treasure keys to get the box at the end, which is really cool, I think, because I remember just having to grind for those treasure keys. And like in the beginning you could farm them, but they took that out and made it so you get one sorry, I'm tired. 1 treasure key a week from completing the bounties, which wasn't bad. Yeah. But that's most of the, PvE and stuff changes that I have written down right here. I wanted to move on to some of the PvP changes. One thing I want to talk about is so Bungie's nerfing the Thorn, which is never a bad thing. Believe me, I hate that fucking gun. But I feel like they're still kinda in year 1. Like, you should be able to use what you want in Crucible, but I feel like once year 2 happened, they should have maybe just kinda left year 1 in year 1 where it belongs, because there's a lot of bad memories in year 1s. I mean, there was very little content. PvP wasn't really rewarding until House of Wolves. Yeah. So, just my update on that. For the Icebreaker and Sidearm glitch, that will no longer be working. Once you switch off an Icebreaker or Sidearm, you will lose your ammo. But they are adding ammo back into the beginning of trials and elimination rounds, so any 3v3 you'll spawn in with special ammo, but in skirmish, they will, in skirmish, they will, the first ammo box won't spawn until 3 minutes in, and then after that, it's 2 minutes after. And, they've reduced the amount of heavy that spawns. You only get 1 heavy box, so there's no more. In Control, there's no more heavy ammo fucking screwing up your game and stuff. So that'll only happen once a round. Some of the other Crucible sandbox changes are they're upping the drop rate on legendaries for normal Crucible and Iron Banner. So an Iron Banner, if you were supposed to get a legendary engram, you're now going to get an Iron Banner piece of gear. So all those legendary engrams that always drop from Iron Banner will now always be legendaries. But, yeah. No, there's some other shit. Mayhem will not be affected by any changes, which I can understand, because Mayhem's just supposed to be about fun and Crucible, which I've never heard of. Yeah. Trials of Osiris will not be delayed. It'll start April 15th, just like it always does. Every Friday. It'll go on till Monday. They haven't released anything about the new Iron Banner. I don't think there will be new gear for Iron Banner either. But, on the subject of Warlocks, what they're doing to Warlocks is they're reducing the amount of shield Flame Shield gives you, which really isn't the biggest problem I have with Warlocks. The biggest problem I have with Warlocks is Stormcaller, Thunderstrike, and just other skill. Firebolt grenades. Those need a fucking nerf. Like, they're the best grenades. There's nothing to it. They're just the best. Like, you can if you have Viking Funeral and I think the Ignite perk, it's fucking bullshit how much they will hurt you. You know, you'll be brought down to nothing. Sometimes you'll be killed. And it's just bullshit. So I really wish they nerfed that. And Thunderstrike, you can Thunderstrike people through walls. And it's not even like a glitch. That's how the melee works. You can melee somebody across the map. It's fucking bullshit. And if you have feedback on, you can one-shot people sometimes. I know that I have. So if you have feedback on, that's the perk where if you get meleeed, then you melee somebody, you get your melee instantly back, which is broken as fuck. Then you also get bonus melee damage. I don't know, man. I feel like Bungie could have made the Crucible Sandbox update a lot better than they did, but I feel like what they had to work with was pretty good. Stormcaller will now, when you actually throw your lightning out, it'll take way more super energy. So if you have Transcendence on, you just spam the shit out of it like everyone else does, and it just will drain down a lot quicker. So, but yeah, there was a lot of good changes. I had a question in my stream the other day about Mida multi-tool and what they're doing to Mida. What's happening with Mida is it's getting a nerf, so it doesn't have high caliber rounds on it all the time. So when you're aiming down sights at somebody with sniper or some shit, they use your Mida and your aim goes fucking everywhere. Yeah, they're nerfing that so it won't knock your aim off. Because it shouldn't. It's not a powerful weapon. It's a fast fire rate, fast reload weapon. Like, Mida's pretty much the sidearm of primaries. But right now, it's so popular, and it's kind of just fucking annoying because it doesn't take a lot of skill. But, yeah. What they're doing to Mida. To all sniper rifles, zoom in speed will be a couple frames slower. Even if you have snapshot and short gaze on your scope like I do, the zoom in will just be a good bit slower. That fucker teabagged me. But yeah, so zoom in rate will be slower, which I can kind of agree with, but I have snapshot and short gaze, and they said it would be affected, but it'll be pretty much, because my sniper's a really fast-paced sniper. I'm not as great with a sniper as I'd like to be, but it should pick up the slack. Another thing that's happening, people were asking me about this too in PvE. They are upgrading the raid to 330 light for hard mode and 320 for normal. So normal mode will pretty much be hard mode, and hard mode will have the same mechanics, but it'll just be 330 light at the end. But anyway, guys, that's all I have for today. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you find this very useful. So I just hope you have a good day. Ooh, Red Spectre. Alright, don't forget to leave a like and a sub if you enjoyed this, and goodbye. Also, I would also like to remind everyone that me and KGravel10, if you haven't checked out his Twitch and YouTube, you definitely should. We'll be having a huge launch stream on April 12th for the new April update. We'll be grinding out a bunch of PoE, a bunch of Crucible. So if you guys want to get in there for some of the Crucible gameplay and stuff, you definitely can. Just add us or join up. We'll probably put it on public for a while, so if you want to join up, you definitely can.